Hi, welcome to week 68. I made a video last week about time trialing and I got loads of views on that. It's been my most successful video I've made over the last year and a bit, and I've got loads of new subscribers, so I thought it would make sense to do a quick little video about who I am and what these videos are about and why I make them. First of all, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I love making these videos and I love what it is that I do that goes into making these videos, so it's really appreciated that some of you left some really lovely comments about the filming that I've been making, and just to let you know, I just really do it for the enjoyment of making these videos, and the fact that they're shared and you guys enjoy them means a huge amount to me. So my name's James Hester, I'm 42 years old, I live in Clevedon, which is on the west coast of the UK, near Bristol. I live 14 miles away from Bristol. I live in Clevedon with my family, with my wife Becky, who's a soft tissue therapist, and my two sons Zach and Indy, and our tortoise Ozzy. Very lucky where I live. I've got the sea to swim in, I've got a lake that's 800 metres away from me, which is a sea lake, and 800 metres the other way from my house I've got a swimming pool. I've got amazing flat roads that I can time trial on out on the moors, which are nice and quiet, and I've got the Mendip Hills with Cheddar Gorge and all those kind of things. No distance away at all. Same with running. The only thing we don't have in Clevedon is a decent running track. And I started getting into triathlon in 1998. I had a bit of a break after a few years because I was busy. My job is as a musician. I've been playing drums since I was 11 or 12, and I've been a professional musician for the last 25 years. I'm a principal lecturer in music now at a university in Bristol. And I'm also a qualified British Triathlon Federation coach. So on to the reason for making these videos. In 2015, I was actually a pretty successful athlete, at least in my kind of world. I was racing really well. I was around about that 40-minute mark for 10K. I was riding and swimming fairly decently. And in the Bristol Triathlon in 2015, I came 14th overall and 4th in my age group, and it was quite a big race. And I was doing really well. What in hindsight I realised is that whilst I was fit and healthy physically, mentally I was in pretty bad shape. And in 2018, last year, I decided that was the year that I was going to try and focus on trying to get my act together and try and get back to where I was physically, but also try and be better mentally prepared for what I was doing. Now, if you've watched any of those videos, you'll know it didn't go to plan. I was quite badly injured with problems with my feet and my knee, torn meniscus, plantar fasciitis. I also had a chest infection that I ended up on 3 lots of antibiotics and chest x-rays, and God knows what was going on with that. So it didn't quite go to plan. So I started delving into the kind of psychological aspects of training and all that kind of stuff. And I made a video every single week for the whole year, and I've carried on now, and I'm on week 68. My videos cover all sorts of areas of training. I blog about my training itself, but I also look at things that come up in terms of research to do with training, psychological aspects of things, and other things with gear and books and all those kind of bits and pieces that we kind of like to consume as athletes. My passion is most definitely cycling. I'm a big cycling fan. Always have been since even before music. I got into cycling in kind of 1986, 1987. I was a massive Stephen Roche fan. But also I do time trialing. I also race cyclocross sometimes when my knee's okay, and I think I'm going to get into a bit of cyclocross this winter. But I also run races, and it's my plan over this winter to actually try and do some swimming races, which I've never done before. So with that in mind, I've decided that I'm going to actually switch my videos from here on in, so that I'm going to try and do 2 a week. I'm definitely going to do 1 a week, but I'm going to try and do 2 a week, because I've noticed that my videos are getting longer, and they were originally just supposed to be about me vlogging about my training, and I'm going to keep that intact and make sure every Monday I upload a video about how my training's gone, obviously going into the winter season, and then later on in the week I'm going to do some kind of gear review or some kind of training or psychological research that I'll talk about in terms of training, and that's my plan going forward. So hopefully from here on in, 2 videos a week. Anyway, I better stop this video right now because we've got to go to Exmouth, because I've got my last race of the season, Exmouth Triathlon Sprint, tomorrow morning. It's my son's 8th birthday today, and he's had a sleepover, and the kids are all playing Minecraft upstairs, and I've got to get them packed up, sent home, so that we can pack our van up, get to the campsite, meet up with everybody else, go and register, and then crack on with the race tomorrow morning. I'll see you there. 6. Not quite sure what time it is. Just heading down into Exmouth. Got here last night. Hung around with some mates, which was really lovely. And now we're just riding in my tracksuit down to transition. Morning. It's supposed to be a really fine day. We'll be riding back down this road later to get back to transition before the run. I had a bit of a crap training week this week. Here's a little montage of what I have managed to do. Is that I've had really bad toothache, and usually it's not toothache that's the issue, it's the fact it's normally connected to a cold or some sort of illness. And actually, whilst I had a good night's sleep last night, I also had night sweats. I'm definitely fighting something off. The weird thing is I feel fine though. We just have to see how I get on today. Anyway, on with the race.
Morning, Anna Maria! Morning. Open up and up. Beautiful, okay. 7 to right.
Right, Trish, looking forward to it?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
Burrage, ready to rock?
Kind of.
Look at that though. Oh, it's going to be lush, man. Look at that. Looking forward to it, JB?
Indeed.
Fun. Get you an ice cream in a minute.
Yay!
You alright? Enjoy it?
Yeah, alright. It was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Nice day for it. You smashed the bike, didn't you?
Bike was alright. Bit hilly.
It says the man who's just done Alpe d'Huez.
Yeah, run was hard, wasn't it?
That's motorless Alpe d'Huez.
That is true.
This was just hilly.
Yeah, that is true. There's a big difference. You enjoyed it as well, JB?
I did. It was, yeah, really good fun.
Nice way to finish the season, isn't it? Does it get any sexier than vlogging from Taunton Dean Services? What a brilliant race it was. I mean, I have to say, it's the first time I've ever run that race in Exmouth, and they did a brilliant job. I have to say, from the marshalling to the course briefing to the actual course set out, it was absolutely on the money. One of the races I definitely recommend and be coming back to do in 2020 next year. Highly recommend doing it. What I'm going to tell you about it, the sea swim was absolutely glorious. I was in the first wave, and I think I was 5th out of the water, and I swam about 1:30 per 100 for the 750 metres. I mean, it's probably a bit tide assisted, but looking at everybody else's times, it still looked like there wasn't a huge amount of tide assistance. But anyway, it was a fantastic swim. Then I was quite surprised by the bike course. I have to admit, I wasn't really looking forward to the bike. I'm not really somebody that likes undulating or hilly courses. I'm not built for that, and I'm glad I took my cross bike. I had a power meter on it, so I was able to try and just keep the power constant. I'm not really somebody that rides those courses really very well, and I actually felt like I did pretty good on that. So that's quite exciting. It may mean something that I kind of look at now that I've enjoyed one of them. It may be something that I kind of look at doing in the future. It wasn't something that I time trialed. I rode it, and I rode it fairly steadily. And then the run was great. Out on the prom, straight out and back, 2.5k to turnaround point and back again, absolutely fantastic. I think it was like 4 meters of gain in terms of elevation. It's as flat as you can get it. But I was really pleased with how I ran. I ran under 25 minutes, 24:40 or something like that, which is a good time for me at the moment, considering where I wanted to be as a standalone 5Ks around that time. I did really well, and I properly neg splitted. I think I ran a 5:11, 5:10, then 4:50, 4:30, and like a 4:10 for the last kilometre. So yeah, really enjoyable. Fabulous day out. Everybody, let's beat my horn then. Oh, now everyone's looking at me. That's yikes. All right, mate. Yeah, wasn't me. I didn't. Yeah, it was him, the guy in the Volvo. It was, yeah, that dude. Yeah, great way to end the season. I had a fantastic laugh the night before with some mates of ours from Clevedon that were staying in the same campsite, and some people from Pack Tri, my local club that I'm a member of, and also some mates from a race team that were just old friends, and it was brilliant to have that enjoyable time last night. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this season in terms of triathlons, and what an absolute high to finish up on. I'm going to finish the vlog there. I'm hoping to get another video out before the end of this week, maybe on Thursday or Friday, and that video is basically going to be about how to get quicker. It's a bit of a blasé title, but it's the simple physics of what it is in swimming, cycling and running that means that you can get from point A to point B quicker than somebody else. Anyway, that's the plan for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Yeah, I don't know how to stop the video. Have a good week.